Friends, in this video of ithought Advisory, I'm going to talk to you on the topic holding on to the lead. We all compare our portfolio performance with a benchmark. We are conditioned to do this as part of the professional regulated investment system. So, if you are in a mutual fund, you will compare it with the benchmark of the scheme. If you are in a RIA, you may compare your returns with the Nifty. If you are in a PMS, you will compare with the benchmark of the particular product. Now, assume that you are ahead of the benchmark. That's a good place to be, right? What happens next? We have seen so many products which have been ahead of the benchmark. When they are ahead of the benchmark, the product collects huge amount of money. People flock to give money. And what happens after that? The product struggles to maintain that lead over the benchmark because it has not prepared itself to service larger sums of money. So, when you are ahead of the benchmark in a product, as a manager or a manufacturer of the product, you must always prepare yourself to handle portfolio twice its size. That's the first step. And you must think how you will manage if the portfolio is 4 times its size. If you do that, your investment ideation will already start thinking of stocks which will fit into the same product when the product is much bigger. So, you will adapt to the conditions. Like you have our cricketers going to bat in England, Australia and West Indies, 3 different types of conditions. If you are 1x size of assets, that's one type of condition. If you are 2x, it's another type of condition. If you are 4x, it's a totally different type of conditions. When it's 4x, it will be a very hostile territory for you because you are used to operating in 1x for a very long time. And then you grow very fast. This is what happens to all products and all managers. Suddenly they have to adapt to a much bigger size because success took them to a happy place. The irony is they don't stay in that happy place for too long. That place stops being happy. So, the only way you can avoid this disaster is by mentally preparing yourself and your product and your process. So, you have to prepare your persona, your product and your process, 3 P's, for a much bigger size, scale and delivery. Which means that your research should be conditioned beforehand to look at bigger companies which have just the same attributes. Because success in a portfolio comes because of certain attributes dominating the stocks in the portfolio. They are pervasive, they keep making their presence stronger and stronger in the portfolio. And it is their pervasive presence which gives you performance. So, when you become bigger, you must ensure that this presence continues in the form of larger companies. What people do when they grow in sizes, they grow and buy companies which everybody can easily buy on their own, like big banks, like IT companies. And then the portfolio becomes commonplace. The product becomes ordinary. It loses the lead and at times it starts to lag. I know there is a philosophy which says that just these products will help you beat the benchmark. Just these products comprising popular companies will beat the benchmark. It is possible, but you need to work very, very hard. You can't just dump the money at some time and then wait for miracles to work because miracles won't happen. So, at that point it becomes just asset gathering. The game reduces from maintaining a lead and giving a beta for every investor to just asset gathering and not worrying about investors who leave, because there will always be investors who are willing to join. That's a game which doesn't interest me at all. I think it's very important to prepare yourself for the future, to prepare yourself for a much higher scale and prepare yourself for conditions which will be very different from the conditions in which you are successful in your initial stages of a product. And we are doing this with every single product that we are curating under the ithought PMS umbrella. We will be very, very conscious of scale and ensuring that success and scale travel together, and we would like you to travel on that journey with us. Thank you for watching this video.